match real soon. Here we are on sub base, and it is 3BL playing on that blacklist side with Anubis playing on the global risk.
And this is a map I think that will actually favor Snare when it does come to, well, right as I said that, and Penguin just got blown away. Yeah, because it really does reward getting those early picks, and these doors especially. Like, this is the spot where Snare's going to be the entire time. So Alucard will have to be up there challenging him. And I think that's where Snare might get an advantage when it does come to this one-on-one in particular, but also just in terms of playstyle, I feel like this will suit Snare better on this map.
Yeah, absolutely. And it does look as though they're going to be pushing down into that A site. They're coming down the stairs, Alucard and Hunt. And Dipsy takes Hunt off the map there.
That was pretty aggressive. You don't necessarily have to peek that one, but Dipsy said, no, I'm pretty confident. Alucard, though, going to get it going as well for the team. Picks up first kill.
So it is now 3v3. Make that a 2v2. Very quick kills. Totson did get a double kill on Snare and Doom with a grenade in his gun. And now it's all up to Hussam, Dipsy, Totson, and Alucard. Who's going to be able to close this? Totson and Alucard are very low. As Hussam gets one, can he make it two? He can! He picks up that double kill. And Anubis draw first blood.
Yeah, pretty fun round to start us off on this map. Lots of fighting between the double doors at A road, and then eventually a nice little push into B gets stifled by Hussam, who already has 3 kills on the map. So 3BL, again, I'm not sure that you really want to challenge Snare in that spot, but at least Alucard was able to show his stuff just a bit. But let's see how they decide to attack this the next time.
Well, it does look as though they are posturing around A. The double doors are theirs, and this is a very aggressive style. This is kind of what we see in, you know, the grand finals when it's China, Brazil, and that's controlling that middle corridor, just getting those 6 snipes, tagging everyone left, right, and center. As we see, Hussam actually takes a couple of shots to his toes right there, as he is up in the rafters of the storage lockers.
Yeah, just gonna hold on to it. There's a smoke, buy some time. Doesn't look like 3BL want to push just yet. Subbase, definitely, you were talking about some of the other regions. I can't count on one hand how many times I've seen, well, we'll talk about that later. Horus is going to peek Hussam, gets the finish on that kill, and now it's 2 kills on the board here for 3BL. And they should have a lot of power on this push with not many members left. 2 more kills, and it's only Slayer left up against Horus. He will be able to at least prevent the clean sweep here from the side of 3BL, as Penguin will take down Slayer, who had ran out of bullets. And that will be 1-1.
Yeah, quality crossfire there. Dipsy did run up the stairs at A and got punished heavily for it. We usually don't see anyone on the side of the global risk push up those stairs at A, because it is a death sentence. You're giving away position, you're pushing upwards, which is always a little bit more tricky to control the spray. So yeah, nice round there for 3BL, but I feel like it was Anubis's loss more than 3BL's win, if that makes sense. There was just a little bit of positioning and a few slight tactical errors.
Come back to bite you against a strong team like 3BL. But yeah, on this map and many other regions, you see teams just sprint downstairs over and over, as it does look like 3BL trying to get the action done. They also have a lot of fights in Machine Room. Like, there's like so much skirmishing over that one piece of land. As now, it's going to be fighting through the door. Slayer and Doom going to pop out and just take a kill apiece. So they do win that part of the map.
Yeah, but Dipsy is also very, very injured. He is going to try to hold the missile as long as he can. He's given up the stairs because that is where Penguin and Hunt are currently looking. Penguin actually, I think, drops down here all alone. He doesn't have anyone in support. He's doing this solo, and he might just get punished for it. He does get tagged, but does manage to retreat.
Still a minute left, and a big shift over from Anubis towards A, but it's just Penguin, as now Doom gets back over and will support. It's Hunt against the world, picks up 2, And now he's got a chance here. I mean, Doom's still very low. And he's going to get the kill with the grenade. That makes 3 for Hunt and puts him in a 1v1 situation. He's getting peeks there on that left side by Slayer. Trying to get up on the bombs here. See if he can actually challenge him, but he doesn't read that from Slayer, who is a very mobile player, and gets in position to shut down that play.
So it is 2-1 for Anubis right now. 3BL are trailing, but they are looking generally good for their money. So 3BL fans out there, you have something to cheer for as your team is looking relatively solid so far. Oh, I thought we were on board with someone from the Global Risk side. Then I was a little bit confused.
He flew into the enemy spawn.
I was gonna say that's rapidly moving over there. We usually see someone sitting there much later in the map. But we're on board with Totson. A couple of folks through the door. See if he can get any connections. No, he cannot. Almost tags Slayer there, I think, but does retreat. And everyone else has breached all the way through Machine Room and are looking at B. So it might be a pincer push here. C4 is dropped, so they're not gonna commit fully yet. Husam is there, and so is Snare and Slayer, holding that B side down. So they've put a man there, 2 actually, 2 into the locker room. They're gonna get the bomb. Okay, they are. It took him a while to pick it up.
Some shooting through the doors right now. On the minimap, you see both Doom and Totson trading a lot of damage in there. But yeah, we do have Alucard still around. He's going to spot him. Unfortunate timing on the drop down, but he's still going to get that kill on a Husam. And it's 2 people that Husam could have seen there. And it might throw Anubis for a loop because this bomb is going to A.
Yeah, this is a great feint so far, and pops into the vent, and Horus gets Slayer down. And now the rest of Anubis going to rotate over towards B side. It looks like they are. The C4 actually is going straight up central, but they might not even need it. Dipsy picks up that double kill. We've talked about how he turns on and off, and he is on it right now. He is the last man standing, pops down, gets Hunt off the board. It's now a 1 against 2. Can Dipsy do it?
Well, they're running towards B now. He's going to just go hallway. There's 13 seconds left. It's ample time if there's nobody stopping you to just come in here and plant this bomb. And that does mean they can set up a nice little angle here with Totson waiting for Dipsy on the rotation. Spots him. Dipsy is just going to take his head off, and I think he knows where Alucard is as well.
Where you'd probably expect him to be. Ooh, ducked around that wall, ducked behind the girder. Grenade comes in, that pushes him left, and he goes right. Can he nail this shot? Can he do this for his team? Time is running out. He's going to wrap around the bombs. Alucard knows he has to be a tricky customer, but doesn't need the bomb to go off. He gets Dipsy round the corner. And it is 2-2, and this is neck and neck between 2 top teams.
Yeah, definitely a good job there from Alucard, just feeling the pressure, rotating out. Here comes Anubis. Hunt's just going to stand up to them. Trades 1-1. And that does mean that 3BL, they could have looked for B, but instead they're just going to bide their time. Thompson's going on a little lone wolf mission here in the vent. See how far he does go, as I don't think 3BL were quite expecting that, but they're going to look to slow it down once again.
So 1-for-1 trade early on. Hunt and Husam are down and out. The rest of the teams, though, pretty healthy. Doom is a little bit low, but we've seen people lower than that pop off and get 2 or 3 kills of their own. So Alucard's just taking a peek through here. Is anyone going to put... Oh, actually, Slayer is pushing very deep. So is Doom. They're on the wrong side of the doors, and through the vents, Totson goes and just finds absolutely nothing. Finds Dipsy sitting down on their stairs again, sprays down there. And we do have Slayer coming in to try and clean it up, and he does get that big kill. So it's a 4 against 3. Slayer gets Totson. Horus picks up a double. Penguin gets Doom off the board as well. The bomb gets planted, and once again, it's up to Dipsy to try and perform a miracle. He has to get through Penguin. He has to get through Horus and Alucard.
I think this is too much. With the bomb already planted, At this point, in this angle, Dipsy gonna have to tap on some heads. He's not gonna get it done. So 3BL finally taking the lead in this map here for the first time. And yeah, it was a pretty nice idea. Totson, I feel like he got a little bit overexcited. He got through the vents. He's like, I'm gonna kill everybody. Gave up his position, ran into 3 people, but he was an ample distraction for the team to get onto B anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. So where are they going to poke through now? It looks as though they are just going to play around with these doors. Are they going to commit to the push over there? That's more tricky to say, isn't it? Like, we would probably see them rotate once more, but no, it is going to be a 5-man push through these doors, and off they go. All together, looking at the floor, making sure that they don't get
Ducks
their
in a
heads, making sure they don't get peeked. But Dipsy and Doom and Snare are all here. The playbook has been read. Boris goes down first. Dipsy picks up a double. Can he make it a triple? Yes, he does, but does eventually go down. Penguin, he picks up a double of his own, and Slayer gets Penguin and Anubis draw themselves back in. It's 3-3.
Yeah, I mean, pretty tricky strategy, but Anubis were very ready for it, so that's not exactly going to work. You can push down A stairs, but not if they stack a bottom of 3 people, and they make quick work of 3BL. So, first real time, they've kind of just spawned, went for a push immediately pretty fast, so I like kind of trying to play with the pace of this one. We talked a lot about the 2 Egyptian teams going up against each other. They have practiced against each other so many times that they know each other so well. Trying to throw interesting strategies in is always important.
Yes, he did just catch that rotation over there. He saw the body, didn't take the shot, didn't give his position away. But maybe looking again at an A push here. It's going to be kind of tricky to do. They are going to go for it. They do jump across this time instead of staring at the floor. There is going to come one time where everyone's staring at the floor going through and someone's just going to be standing here on the door, at the top of the stairs. It's just going like, guys, what are you doing?
Yeah, just lines it up. Gets a bunch of kills for free. Could happen.
Dipsy sitting at the bottom of the stairs again. He's been holding this A site for Anubis really well, and he can stand up to 2 or 3 members of 3BL all on his own, waiting for the rest of the team to rotate around. But it is going to be a double push here. They are also going to take a peek and try to breach B as well as Alucard jumps in. Usam is there, but he goes down to Penguin. And there is a very minor movement. Actually, I think this has been perfectly read by Anubis. They haven't overcommitted. They're just sending Snare on his own just to cover that spot again. But they're still expecting, by the look of it, a tricky push.
Alucard just trying to make as much noise as possible. He got the 1 kill, but he's super low. And Stipsy gonna pop out. And there you go once again. It's just the meat grinder. They're so ready for it. And Penguin says, well, I guess I got to do this alone again. Wasn't able to do it alone in the past. And now Snare just going to take him down and get yet another win on the board. 2 in a row here for Anubis.
Yeah, Dipsy is on absolute fire right now. The guy just cannot do no wrong on that A bomb site. What is he? 11-6 in 7 rounds. And he has basically been sitting at the bottom of A every time. Every time they try to come in, he gets at least a double kill. Yeah. It's insane.
I think, you know, he's doing his job really, really well. His sprays have been fantastic into 3BL, who are just kind of running into his open arms. And I think that especially after Dipsy has shown this many times, you got to mix it up, right? Like, throw some frags in, throw like a double frag or something, fake a push. Alucard, very nice peek there onto Snare. That's going to be a big pickoff. That might get 3BL into a good position, but Slayer is going to put an end to that as he picks up 2.
Yeah, big double kill there by Slayer. Gets one through the wall as Totson gets Doom, and they're just going to push right up this center into... Oh, Slayer jumps and gets Alucard down through the shutters here. And Totson trying to do what he can, but Dipsy is going to be there. He's going to finish that off. Anubis, they take another win. It is 5-3.
Yeah, 3 rounds in a row. Pretty clean stuff from Anubis. From ahead, from behind, just keeping it all together. And not really giving up control of this map. And 3BL, you know, they've thrown him some really risky strategies, some really interesting stuff as well, stuff that has worked. But overall, the consistent play goes the way of Anubis. And once again, Snare just going to get a free pick off. Nearly gets another, but instead loses his life. There's 2 guys are here in the storage lockers, and this time 3BL will win that fight.
Yeah, so 3BL win the fight at storage, and no one really winning the fight at A. It's up those stairs, but Alucard with a great pick on Dipsy there. That does open up the A site, but Doom, he's going to find himself in trouble as he's wrapping around. Totson is there to clean him up, and 3BL make it 5-4 at the end of the first half.
Yeah, as it should be between these 2 teams, as even as you can get it at the end of the first half. And now it will be Anubis moving over to the Blacklist side. Let's see what strategies they have. Certainly, most of the time, especially in this region, the onus is on the Blacklist side to really kind of shape the way the fights are going to go. Obviously, you can do some stuff on Global Risk as well, but generally, kind of sitting on your hind legs. Out from Snare, that was a very nice flick. Forrest not able to take him down.
Yeah, and look where Dipsy is again. He's almost magnetically drawn to that A side, but Hunt is actually going to walk up the stairs and right into Dipsy. And I don't think he knows this is coming. Penguin is also coming around the corner. Oh, he goes for Penguin first. Hunt doesn't move. Hunt is static there on top of the stairs. And I think Dipsy knows this is coming.
Hunt's like, all right, I'll back you up. You go. I'm right behind you, buddy.
I got you covered, champ.
Penguin's like, all right, I'm going. Meanwhile, gets shot in the back. But yeah, it's rough. I mean, there were like 3 people looking for these doors. Yeah. Doom and Hassam is here as well.
Thompson is there to poke and prod as well to just try and pin Anubis into this corner. Try to take Dipsy off the table, because if you're pinned, it's very hard. But oh, Dipsy gets Totson through the doors.
14 kills.
Yeah, insane.
It's really big stuff. Hunt and Alucard, though, still alive. And you know what happens when Alucard is outnumbered. He just keeps on taking people out. He does back into Hassam, unfortunately. Couple of nice picks. But will it be enough? Can Hunt take this 1v2 down from here?
Yeah, Hussam sneezes a little bit too hard and bruises his ribs. He's out of this one, but Doom has a lot to play with. He has 69 hit points, so he's going to be okay unless... there we go, nicely held. Doom does get Hunt, and Anubis take another win. It is 6-4.
Yeah, 6-4, pretty comfortable. Good start here for Anubis after the half. In what was a very dominant round until they ran into Alucard, and, you know, he's going to do his thing. But pretty much the round as a whole, for 90% of it, was Anubis once again. So it's kind of, it feels like they've got the control. The strategies are good. Once again, kind of, you know, Penguin and Hunt trying to do this very cheeky push onto the road. Snare just going to take out Hunt now. And we saw the value that Dipsy was getting holding the bottom of the stairs, right? This is what I wanted to see guys like Alucard or 3BL actually try, is to try to peek him, try to, like, do something before you go for the push. And that's exactly what Snare gets done.
Yeah, they did transplant him into that spot again, but this time in the Nook. And no one checks the Nook when you're on Global Risk.
Always check the Nook.
Look, Penguin just going up and down around where Dipsy is. Dipsy pokes out and it's all over. Totson actually gets Doom in the corridors here. And it's all going off. Penguin picks up a double. He takes Slayer and Snare as Dipsy wraps around. He's going to get Alucard in the back. There is no honor amongst the Blacklist side, but he does go down. Hussam is the last man standing. What can he get done? Everyone on the side of 3BL is very low. Hussam is high and flying, but doesn't manage to do it. Totson through the doors, nails the shot, and 3BL, they take another win here.
Yeah, you can see how tricky these rounds are between these 2 teams. They know each other so well that they're just in areas that you would never expect a player to be in, you know, a pretty standard straight-up game of Crossfire. Dipsy's like in the Nook by himself, gets run by as Penguin and Alucard go in and massacre his team. He's like, oh, well, maybe I should have peeked a little bit earlier. It's just, the game gets very confusing when these two teams keep continuing trying to one-up each other.
Yeah, and they do put Dipsy back at the top of the stairs. Like, A is his zone. It feels like that's where he can do no wrong. And they're going to breach eventually. Hunt has a grenade in his hand. That's not what you're going to want if this flood of Anubis decides to go down the stairs anytime soon. He does switch back to his gun, which is good. Bombs go off. Grenades out flying. Smoked and tries to get something done. And it's all going off here. Slayer gets Penguin, but Hunt hides around the corner. Sam knew exactly where he was, tags him, and now they're going to be able to get a relatively straightforward plant on this C4, and they have to now take care of the control room as Alucard is in there. And we know what Alucard can do when he has a spot like this. He can rain bullets down like no other. He's looking towards Slayer right now. It saw the grenade come out. Can't quite muster the courage to stick his gun out. Just going to buy time for the rest of the team to come through. But Doom is there, and Dipsy finishes off Tutson. Snare got Alucard, and Anubis, they secure another victory at 7-5.
Yeah, pretty solid one that time around. It's kind of funny, too, because they saw all of Anubis at the top of the stairs, but Anubis didn't know they were spotted. So they were like, okay, we're going to go for this push. Meanwhile, all of 3BL is like trying to go over there, assuming this is going to happen. They throw multiple grenades. And, you know, eventually they're still able to push on in, even with that knowledge going over to 3BL. Snare is trying to lead the charge, but Alucard says, okay, I'm going to take care of A-Bottom by myself. He gets a little help from Totson. And now it's all Snare alone. So Penguin is going to take him out. And once again, just back and forth. Another round's going to go over to 3BL. 7-6, the lead towards Anubis. As you see Alucard, he still knows there's work to be done. He's not just happy with the 5th round.
Yeah, and nothing separating the two teams, really. They're both taking chunks out of each other as Snare looks to hold their snuck. He turns around, gets one, but Hunt is there to clean it up, and Alucard did pick Doom off as well. So we're on board with Dipsy, currently 16-10 after 13 rounds.
Pretty solid.
Pretty solid. It's all right. It's all right. 16-10. Yeah. You should really be 17-10. You know.
I'm okay with it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's acceptable.
Yeah. No, he's having a great time. Absolutely. And it's been very close. You see a lot of other players here on the map not even hitting a 1 KD. Across the board, like there's a bunch of them if you just look, and so it's been very back and forth, very close. A couple of players trying to stand up and lead the charge. Obviously, the kills don't tell the whole story. As Anubis trying to make their way in now, 3v4. They're gonna get that entry. Dipsy once again. He has showed up to play. He does go down, but he already did his job as Anubis get a position here on B.
Ooh, Slayer turns around with the pistol, nails that headshot on Penguin as Sam cleans up the back, and Anubis take another one here, 8-6. And the way this is going, I'm expecting extra rounds between these two teams because they are neck and neck with each other.
Nah, it's just going to go back and forth, and it's going to end 10-8. That's the way it's going to go. 3BL get this round, Anubis get the next one. 3BL go to 9-8, and then, yeah, that's kind of been the pattern of the second half, at least.
Has indeed. Hussam just pre-firing out of machine room. No one really there to tag, but he doesn't know that. It's always worth taking a few pot shots, just in case you do tag somebody in the smoke. So they are going to make a move here. They're just kind of sitting back right now, just taking stock are Anubis. Because if they go for another A push, I believe that's going to be like 3 or 4 A pushes in a row, it feels like. They haven't really made many moves towards B. But you can see the 3BL, they are expecting a B push to come in because they have 3 men set up there. No one on the A site, one in the control room looking through. We do have Hunt supporting Alucard there. But Dipsy is in the little double doors down there. He's going to be trying to peek through if the go call is going on to B. And they are going to go out. Doom Slayer and Usam, they're going through here. Penguin turns around, he doesn't get one, but now he does. He makes it a double. Can he make it a triple? No. Dipsy and Usam, they pick up some big kills. Snare takes Penguin off the board as well, but Alucard gets Dipsy, and it's a 2 against 1. And Alucard, once again, is the last man standing for his team.
All right, this is comfort zone for Mr. Alucard. He's going to get one, but Snare does take him out, and that's how you can take down Alucard in that situation. Just double peek him. Same time, you come out, he can't snipe you both. And Snare is able to handle it there at the end with his bodyguards. Now 9-6. As finally 2 in a row going the way of Anubis. Nice little read from 3BL that they were coming into B. But it was not enough in the end.
It was not at all. Now, what are Anubis going to do? They're 1 away from closing out this map, and Alucard starts, Snare starts excellently on Alucard there, nailing that sniper shot. So it's 5 against 4. Can they press their advantage? Can they continue to push this? And we can see a little bit of a spider's web coming out from 3BL. As we do have Penguin going very deep. Turns around, is going to run into Snare. Can he get Slayer down as well? No, he cannot. Dipsy comes and supports his brother, but Horus takes out Dipsy. So it's now 3 against 3. Make it 3 against 1. Tutson, last man standing against Slayer, Hussam, and Doom. He has nothing in the tank. He's sitting at 14 hit points. He's got it all to do to keep his team's dream alive of winning sub-base. But Hussam, Slayer, and Doom, they make their way to the A bomb site. And now Tutson has to try and retake this. Doom might just set himself at the bottom of the stairs. Will he go to the Nook? No, they do actually implant Hussam into the Nook as Tutson is looking to do what he can. He comes through the control room. He's looking to see if he can get any eyes on anyone. He has no idea where they're separated, but oh, he gets Slayer over the top of the bomb. Good grenade coming in, completely flashing out Hussam and Doom as he can relocate down to the bottom of the stairs. He's going to pop around. Doom doesn't see it. Do they know? C4 gets tagged and they pop over the top. Doom takes down Tutson and Anubis. They take map number 1. They take sub base.
Yeah.